Welcome back to another episode of Talking with Raphael, with your host, Raphael, and the Irwin Show. I guess it's no longer respectfully.
Nah,
Fuck all that shit.
fuck all that respectfully
Still
bullshit,
respectfully. With your host, Irwin. What up, dude?
What's going on, Rafa? How you been, man? It's a lovely Tuesday, guys, out here with another great show here with us, Talking Rafael and the Irwin Show. We're back at it again on a lovely Tuesday. Before we continue, and I'll let Rafa take over the quote of the day. Please make sure you hit the like. Come on, bro. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with friend and family. You have us right below with our IG, right below us right here. You got Raphael's, you got mine, or Twitter accounts available as well too. Now you also have us available on TikTok.
Fuck, I need to add that.
We got us available in TikTok as well too. We just started getting to the TikTok proportion right now. He will go ahead and put that information here shortly, and we'll get into that. But Rafa, what is the quote of the day you have for us today, bud?
Well, the quote of the day is: results happens over time, not overnight. Work hard, stay consistent, and be patient. Now, that is the quote of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that's an appropriate quote of the day for today. Just because sometimes we feel like we working, and we want overnight success, and we're not thinking of the long run instead of the short haul. So it's a long process, whatever you intend to do in your life, and we just gotta keep working, be consistent, and be patient as much as possible. Irwin, what do you think?
I think it's actually a good, like you say, you staying in consistency and being, as focused as you possibly can to make things anything better for yourself and trying to improve yourself to be whatever you want to reach at. It takes time, and there's sacrifices you have to make, things, like I said it before, you have to take 2 steps back to take 1 step forward. So definitely something that you have to kind of work on, that something that will convince you to do what you want to do. And you want to get to somewhere in life and something you want to do, then you want to pursue that, and it's going to take time. But don't forget to keep that dedication and just continue to do what you can. Everything will eventually get an answer, get resolved where you want to be at, and you'll continue to get what you're going at. So that's something, definitely that I can see with that. But Rafa, I have a good little topic here.
What do you got?
I got something that I kind of want to bring out to you.
What you got?
Do you think, and this is something that I want to talk about, men, a lot of these men nowadays, we talked about it before, but you think men alone are comfortably enough and so independent, they are so okay to being by themselves now because they have been so damaged in the past that they can't really let those things go? Does that make sense? Like, do you feel like men actually kind of not hold grudges, but I say just kind of, they've been so damaged so much in their lives that they're just like, I can't do this shit no more. I'm done. And if you flip the tables, is it the same thing for the females?
I'm literally typing it as.
No, you're fine. So just to reinstate again, so there's a lot of men out there, that at one point on their lives, they were completely different kind of people. They were just kind of like, okay, this girl's my thing. She was my thing. She was my top everything. And then shit just went down the drain. Everything just changed. Your life completely changed. And it got to a point that you became the man that, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm cold-hearted. I don't ever want to deal with that. And do you feel that nowadays this generation feels like the men nowadays are just so fucking, like, they got to a point they got so devastated they don't want to go back to take those steps to how they used to be? And let's just flip the tables vice versa too. Like females versions and a male's version. How do you feel about that?
Well,
like,
that's a good question about the female version. Since I'm not a female, that will be a good question.
On your personal perspective point, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Because like it's like being comfortable. That's what I'm trying to get at. You are so independent now that a man is so comfortably being by himself now, and it's okay with that. And same thing with, like, for example, for a woman that's so independent, you consider that attractive for a woman that's so independent that doesn't need to rely on a man for anything.
Yeah, I think so.
You consider that attractive
From okay, do I consider a woman attractive?
for being
That
so independent, not needing
from
anything.
yeah, why not? I
Give
do.
me your perspective. I want to hear about that on that.
Um, I just feel like it will because for the longest time, men has been the provider. I mean, up to this day, men are still the provider, the protector. Um, and what else? Um, give me the other one. The
The
provider, the
provider, the
protector.
protector, pretty much the alpha, pretty much
Yeah,
like the main
correct.
guy here in charge of that. And I do agree with you on that. Um,
So, so for the longest time, we have been doing that, and we continue on doing that. But it's just when it comes to being at home, um, I think like with modern women, it's very difficult to become an alpha at home. But I mean, it's possible. You could still be the alpha and what do you call it? How should I say this? Um, man, this is a tough one. Holy shit. No, because the thing is, it depends who you're with.
okay,
So you can still be the alpha of the house
okay,
and not be the provider, but you're still the protector.
okay.
You can still, but that's where I don't see not being the protector, but be the provider. If that makes sense. So, like at the end of the day, you still be the protector regardless. Um, man, you got me off guard with this one.
Sorry, bro. Just I just thought about
No,
that. Something that I'm like,
I
because
know
I'm,
you.
you know,
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think that it's very attractive for a woman to become independent and all that, and and get the provider and stuff out of the way. And here's my theory, because that way you can be sincere with a woman. You can actually attract a woman by your personality, if that makes sense.
does it really though?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Let's say, for example, this girl, um, you have matching Ferraris, right?
okay,
You and her are having matching Ferraris, but you know, so now she sees you as on the same level as you. So at the same time, you can actually have a conversation with her without having to be about money, if that makes sense.
okay. What if you are not on the same level? Like, let's just say, for
Mhm.
example, she has a Ferrari. I mean, shit,
Okay, so she got the Ferrari, I
and
got
let's say you
my
have a Honda Accord.
WRX.
So you have a Honda Accord.
Why?
Say, like,
Why does it have to
I
be a
have
Honda
because
Accord?
I'm gonna put it this way. I'm gonna flip the tables. So
Why
we're
does it
going.
have to be a Honda Accord though?
Let's you say,
But why does it have to be a
because
Honda Accord?
here's the thing though. Okay, I'm gonna put an example for
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Go back to my question.
Why?
Why does it
Okay,
have to be a Honda Accord?
that's
What
what I
can it be
want.
my Tacoma? What can it be my
Okay,
fucking?
let's put okay at Tacoma.
Okay,
There you go. I'll
all
go.
right.
You wanted to push it with the okay, the
Shit, man.
Tacoma. Let's go with the
God
Tacoma.
damn, give me a Honda Accord. What's funny, I
Look,
used to own a Honda Civic, so
I remember that Honda Civic as a matter of
yo,
fact.
that Honda Civic went through hell, dude.
I
I
can
think I
only
put like
imagine.
200,000 miles on that car, dude. But that was my college year, so I was because like when I bought the car, I was like, you know what, I need. I'm in college. I need something really economic where it will save me money. And the first
Hmm.
thing you think about it is saving money is buy a
Hmm.
Honda Civic. It gets you to from point A to point B,
Hmm.
and it's very efficient. So
Okay, but let's just go back with that. So let's say, for
yeah, yeah.
example, okay. So let me
Give me
rephrase this
this
again.
scenario, and I'll tell you what I will do.
Let me rephrase this again. We're talking about, in
I'm
this case,
single in this scenario.
single, your scenario, and then you're seeing this girl that's very independent, very comfortable being independent.
Mhm.
She drives a Ferrari, you have a Tacoma, right? You're doing
Correct.
that, that's how it is. In your
Hmm.
eyes, bro, as a man,
Hmm.
you think it's attractive for having an independent woman like that. I can see where you're
Yeah.
coming from with that. But here's the thing though. How do you think that woman's gonna see you I'm not talking smack or anything. She drives a Ferrari, but
Hmm.
you're driving a Tacoma. Do you really think she's gonna be more considering to take you more serious?
I
Like
believe
you,
I can charm her and be able to like see me who I am.
okay?
No problem.
And
Because at the end of the day, if she is, let's say, we're we're at this place where she parked her car next to my Tacoma,
mhm.
and we're both inside having a conversation, and somebody tried to snatch the purse out of her hand, and I'd be the alpha male and fucking defender.
But what if she meets
So there
eventually
it
some?
is. That's what I'm saying. I'm being the
Mhm.
protector. She likes that, and we can have a conversation.
But let's say, okay.
Hmm.
So again, she's independent, and let's say a few days go by, and she meets somebody else, and I'm
Oh,
talking about
who has
somebody else
more
that
money
has
than me?
more money than you. Say he
Okay.
drives a Bugatti, like somebody says, a Bugatti.
All right. Cool.
He has status. He has
Okay.
already set a
Cool.
goal. How do you think she's gonna react? You think that everything you just put the time and effort to,
Hmm.
she's gonna go ahead and you think she's gonna continue to stick around with you?
I mean, it depends on the person. Does that make sense? If she's a very loyal person, I'm pretty sure she will stick with me.
So what is the percentage that you give it to a woman like that? Personally, a woman like that, 90%. I can actually, you know what? Let me correct myself. 99%. I feel like she'll leave and go with the new
Yeah, that's what you feel though, because
one.
your experience has been different than mine.
No, I haven't. I haven't experienced anything like that. But I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yeah, neither have I. Never had a woman who has a Ferrari that hit on
No,
me.
and like, but here's the thing, though.
Actually, have I?
Loud, shut your ass up. Hey,
No, no. I mean, I'm not gonna say no names, but this girl kind of hit on me, and she was driving a Mercedes, and I was driving my Honda Civic,
okay,
and we still dated for like a week or two.
but this is where I was gonna try to switch the tables now. Now
What?
let's switch the tables, and now let's
Uh
say
huh.
you're the guy with the Ferrari, and
Okay.
this is the girl with the Tacoma.
All right.
Okay,
We can
in
go
your
off
eyes,
roading.
if you
Let's
like
go.
this, okay, there you go. See the difference. This is what I'm trying to say. You're not looking at her. You're looking at yourself as an independent person. That you're saying, okay, I don't need to body, no need to have nobody in my life because
Uh
I'm
huh.
capable and I'm so used to be by myself that I can take care of myself. I think it's at every it's and the thing is in a lot of concerns, women are to the point to think a man needs a woman on their life when clearly they don't need a woman on their life because they're so used to being by themselves and feel comfortable. Now here's the thing, the difference between respectfully, I want to say this because I want to make sure I say this respectfully. I feel like a woman, I mean, a man itself can actually be considered to actually put the time and effort to somebody that has pretty much wants a growth and wants to be able to be a potential on the same level as you. Even if you come up with another girl, say, oh, this girl drives a Bugatti, you and hot as fuck and everything. It doesn't matter if the girl's hot as fuck. I mean, yes, you're a fucking 10. But if your attitude is shitty and everything, but you see development on that girl that has a Tacoma,
Mm-hmm.
I think you will stick yourself with that girl with a Tacoma and you put the time and effort. What I was trying to get at, if your tables are flipping around, I don't think a girl will actually do that for a guy because, like you said, they want an alpha male to take care of themselves. They're so independently comfortable, they don't need nobody else. So, in the way that we think prospectively with that, I feel like
Yeah.
the women will not do that. Does that make sense?
I
What I'm trying to
mean,
get at?
that's the thing, though. It depends. I repeat, it depends. It depends on the person, because in my experience, like, I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but like I said, I had a woman who hit on me that we went out on a couple days. Like, we went out for like a week or two,
Hmm.
and she had a bigger status than I did. Yeah, it didn't end up working
Status.
out. Yeah,
Status.
man, fuck all that shit.
Mm.
And so for me, it's more like, yo, she picked me. You know what I mean? Like, she found me attractive, and we end up dating. Now, it didn't work out because whether my mentality wasn't there or not. And back to your question about a man or a woman feeling good about being alone, it's because I feel like when you have time for yourself, you find inner balance. You found the balance within you, and you have the and you're working on yourself. I'm hoping you're working on yourself when you're alone, and so that way, like, hey, I want to be at this level, so you have that time to build that shit on alone.
Okay. Yeah, and
So yeah, man and woman are comfortable of being alone, because they have time to work on themselves.
That's bad.
Why is it bad?
Because then you are to the point, for example, in a guy's point of view, when a woman is so independent, it makes it seem that the girl does not need anything else at all.
Uh-huh.
And being independent, it says they don't need to depend on nobody else by any means. So if something goes down south and something doesn't go her way, they're gonna just be like, okay, you're done. You're
Mm-hmm.
a piece of shit. Pretty much is kind of what the feeling that I get because I feel like
Bro,
it's
stop.
it's a necessity that
You're
you need to
changing the
have that.
subject.
No,
We're
how
talking
is that
about
changing the subject?
because we're talking about does men are more comfortable being alone.
They're comfortable being alone now because they feel like they don't need to improvise or rely on a woman as well because a woman makes it seem a complete different kind of perspective and make you feel like it's you
But
need to
it
have a
doesn't
woman in
have
your
to
life.
be. Let's say this: two gay guys are they more comfortable being alone? I'm assuming so,
I mean,
and
I
they're not
wouldn't
the ones
know.
chasing a woman.
No, of
Just
course.
saying. So,
I just think
men.
being so independent is a
So
pretty
for
concerning situation. Is what
nah,
I'm
not
trying to
for me
say.
though. Here's why though. Because they're working on themselves,
Yeah,
and
but
it's
for
a
how long?
man. It depends how long it takes. I mean, it's not something that you cannot turn your life around like a light switch. This is back to the quote of the day. You gotta stay patient. It doesn't go overnight. It's something when you put overtime, and you gotta be patient and consistent.
Okay, cool. So here's another one. I'm gonna make you switch
So
your life switch. So
yeah,
you're so
and
independent being by. Go ahead. Go
so
ahead.
here's another point for the woman on trying to be independent and trying to work on themselves. They're probably trying to work on themselves and trying to change their mindset because every guy that they have dated is some dude who has broke her heart or fucked her over. So they're getting tired of that same shit. So that's why they want to be independent and they want to work on themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. So
Mm.
how long you gonna work for yourself? So you're gonna tell me you're gonna sacrifice yourself for work, for whatever you do for a living, whatever you decide to do, whatever you want to continue to do, and then eventually you're gonna grow old, and you're so
Mm-hmm.
independent that you're gonna grow old by yourself and die by yourself. Is that's what I'm
I
trying to get
mean,
at?
you're making a scenario based on like if you either have the choice of being independent or or finding a family.
That's what I'm saying.
You acting like
That's why
eventually
it's
they're
a
not gonna
big
find
problem
someone.
when you find a woman that's so independent that she could end for the rest of her life by herself because she's so focused on doing her career. That's what I'm trying to get at.
There's always a how many people in the world? There's over 1 trillion, right?
Yeah, and how many
Eh,
people have the mindset though? How many people actually have the mindset of being independent? Same thing with the guys. Being independent and being by yourself is not a good thing because you're so used to being by yourself.
It is a good thing, dude.
A guy wants to provide to make create a family to be able to have a family with somebody. That's the goal. Just
Hmm.
because you're independent and you're trying to be independent, it's a good thing for a guy because in our cases, in our eyes, it's good for a guy to be the alpha person to
And
make sure you take the
let me
woman.
ask you this: what is so wrong if a woman was like, you know what? I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have like a family. I just want to grow independently.
So you want to grow old and die by
What?
miserable.
So why is that a problem?
It's not a problem. It's just eventually they're going to come back and realize, damn, I fucked up.
But what if they actually enjoy life?
You want to enjoy life by yourself.
I'm assuming she does, but
I've
why
never heard
doesn't?
of that before, but that would be crazy to me if I ever hear the first
There
story for
has been.
that.
Listen,
I'd really
man.
be
There's times
surprised.
where you just enjoy life by yourself, dude.
Yeah, but I'm sure it takes maybe few years of you to be kind of feeling that way because you need that. You said it yourself. You need that dedication for that. But I feel like sometimes we get carried away with so much things that are going on that people don't realize what they have in front of them. Somebody that actually offer them the opportunity, especially for a guy. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a guy just trying to
Mhm.
be an independent person to be able to provide for a future. When some other when that girl feel independent has you're gonna tell me your Louis Vuittons, your Michael Kors, your all these watches,
What if she don't like none of that? What if she just like the
damn
simple
girl,
life?
what was a simple life? What's a simple? I mean, that's a simple life now, bro. It's not something that you can get
Brought
away
to
with.
you by water.
You know, I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just to me, I feel like we forget that sometimes being independent, it's a
Hmm.
bad situation, because then later on you're gonna have somebody that's good in your life. And I've seen this happen before, because people always have their grudges, they're this and that, and I'm always complaining, I'm always bitching, I'm always doing this. Oh, I'm moaning, I'm complaining. This is this. You too much of a pretty boy. This is your time to shine. Well, bitch, if I'm fucking too much of a pretty boy too, you should be fucking happy and take me by your side and enjoy, be prideful of me that I'm a pretty boy. Every girl be looking at me. You should be stunning. You should be like, that's my fucking man. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I feel like there's people that
Sounds
forget.
personal.
No, no, no. It's not personal.
It
It's
sounds
not
personal,
personal.
dude.
I'm just saying people sometimes they say shit
Mm.
that will affect them. And then when this person decides, okay, okay, cool, you told me how to do this shit. Okay, peace out. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna do what you told me. And then we're gonna come back a few years later. This is what I'm talking about, independency.
So let me
I
ask you
fucked
something.
up. And I'm not, this is not personal, this is just a story based on a, you know,
Let me ask
scenario.
you something. If this woman, I'm not saying, let's turn it down to like, instead of having a Ferrari, let's say like she owns her own house. She, let's say she owns her a decent car. Let's say she owns the Tacoma, a house at Tacoma, and she has a great career. Like, let's say she's a mechanic. Will you be
Damn.
attracted to that?
That'd be cool as fuck. If you get your hands dirty like that, shit, why not? Hell yeah.
Okay, so but that she has her own shop though. Would you be okay with
Great.
that?
Fuck, dude, why not? She has a passion for that, and that's something that I like. Why not?
Okay, so that's being independent though. Why is there a problem for her to have that kind of career though? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. So
See,
let me.
in your eyes, and I see where you're coming from because I also saw it from the podcasters and the shit because you sent me the fucking podcast and the memes and we send it to each other.
Yeah.
So, in your eyes, the woman have doesn't need a career. A woman just has to have a family and that's it.
No.
That's where you're getting from.
No.
That's what I'm understanding from you.
No. I just
Like
don't
a
feel like a
woman
woman.
shouldn't have a career.
No.
A
They
woman
can.
should just
No, they can.
do
They can
okay.
have a career. I just
Okay,
saying
so
don't. What I'm saying is don't. I'm not saying not to have a career. What I'm
okay.
saying is
So
some don't
a lot
give
of
too.
people think a lot of women think being independent is having a career for themselves. And that's what I mean. Like I want to get that clear. Because are you thinking it, because I want to get it clearly for the audience.
Okay.
What do you mean by feeling independent?
Independent is like what I'm saying is I'm not talking about in general your career. I'm not saying not to get a career. You want a career, fucking great.
Correct.
What I'm saying, that's something you want. That's good. Good for you. That's something you want for. That's
All
good
right.
for you.
So
What
we're
I'm
okay with
saying
that.
is being in. Yeah, I'm okay with that. No, no,
All
no.
right. So what do you
I'm glad
mean?
you correct that. What I mean with being independent, in
Uh-huh.
my eyes, for a woman, is somebody that doesn't need nothing from nobody, and it's okay to being by themselves without being taken care by anybody else. I'm not saying your career has nothing to do with that. What I'm
So how do you suppose how is a woman supposed to take care of themselves without being independent?
You can take care of yourself, but you can't be just saying, I don't need nobody in my life. I'm carried away. Some people actually focus too much on their career and they prefer to live and die for their career. I'm not saying not to get a
Correct.
career. They do. And it's and the thing
Uh-huh.
is sometimes careers like that, you may make the millions of dollars. You may make whatever you want.
Hmm.
But you know what? Nothing is gonna beat that when you have actually someone with the companionship next to you to be able to help you on your worst moments and your good moments. That's the reason you can be as independent as you can.
So let me ask you this. Will you be okay if your woman makes 500,000 a year? Will you be the stay-home dad?
I don't want to feel comfortable.
You
Because here's the
wouldn't stay
thing, no, because there's gonna be
you
guarantee
wouldn't
you
be the
no,
one staying at home.
no.
Okay.
The reason why is because if she's making that much money,
Hmm.
she's only gonna carry too much of that lever for me before she says, you know what, I pay for everything, I take everything, I'm leaving your ass.
But you take care of the house and everything
No,
else.
that won't matter to her.
Okay.
That won't happen. It's like, let me give you an
But that scenario is based on your experience. You see what I mean?
I mean, it's not something. I'm just saying, it's just me as a man. I wouldn't want to be a stay home. I wouldn't want to be that person because the thing is, if you're making that much
I'm not. When
money,
I say stay home, that doesn't mean you're gonna be staying at home doing nothing. What I mean is you're gonna be staying at home and probably do your hobbies. Like you can do the podcast. You probably will be switching like 5 times a week, like we've been trying to do. We keep failing. You can do your car stuff. Uh, you're not like not working. Does that make sense? But you're like the stay at home taking care of the kids.
I
You
can't.
wouldn't.
I
You can't.
wouldn't. No, because that kind of feels like my milk card will be taken away from me.
Hmm.
I don't feel right. I feel
Hmm.
like I'm useless at this point. I mean, if I have something professionally, podcast base is hitting hard and everything is good
Yeah. Let's say
and
we're
things
making
like that.
millions too.
But the thing is this: if I'm actually, the thing is, in my eyes, I would not feel comfortable if my woman's making $500,000 a year. No
And let's say
matter
you're
what,
making 400,000 a year.
I'm still feeling uncomfortable because I'm still. I feel like I should be the main guy. They should
Ooh,
be able to provide. You know,
shit.
I should be the guy that I'm like, I want to make sure that you are taken care of. I appreciate what you do.
Uh huh.
I appreciate what you do, but here's the thing, though.
So you would. So regardless of her not leaving you for no one else.
That's the thing, bro.
See, that's the thing.
That's the thing. What if they
Well,
do? What if that's what I'm saying? Me staying at
so
home and
you're
doing that
living
shit.
with that insecurity though.
Fuck yeah, I would. Hell yeah. Any man would. I personally, any man will feel insecure because how long you think she's gonna take for you? Okay, he stays at home. He does
Hmm.
this. He does that. Dude, there's only so much a woman can take pressure from you, her taking care of you.
Hmm.
I feel that that's the thing, and we forget that guys get comfortable. Oh, I need a sugar mama. That sugar mama, real quick, will say bye. I don't need you. That's the way I
Mm.
see it on my eyes, bro. I just can't be myself a person at home when she's doing all this other shit. Where
No,
she's
that's
doing all
fine.
this, that's just me. I can't. I
So
can't
you
because
consider yourself less valuable than
at
a
that
woman,
point, yes, I would feel less
mm.
valuable for sure. I will have my doubts
Even though
because
you're still protective.
It, she's not gonna care if I'm protective or not at that point. But somebody can ask and snatch her real quick and just take her away, and that's it.
Hmm.
They can only take so much, bro. They can only take so much. It's like this. Let me give you an example. Let's
Hmm.
say, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Do you think a girl will believe you, like your girl will believe you, if you go to a club, right? Let's just get that,
Okay.
and hella girls are hitting on you. I'm talking about you're just sitting there and just randomly girls just show up to you. You're like, what the fuck? And you
Yep.
reply to them by saying, I can't talk to you. You think your girl's gonna believe you? I'm talking
Yeah.
about shit ton of girls. You do.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You say my girl,
I
and
mean,
me and
and
my girl, we have trust.
okay,
I
okay,
trust on
but
my
let's just
wife, and my
say,
wife
let's
trusts
just
me.
say, let's just say,
So let's just
do
say
you
that,
really feel that you have 7 or 10 girls, 12 girls just come to you like, hey, Rafa, you little fucking sexy thing?
hmm.
Do you really think she's gonna believe you?
Fuck yeah, she will,
Well, I mean, and you're okay. Let's just say, okay, scenario.
bro. Yes, she's gonna
Okay,
believe me.
okay.
Listen, I and here's the problem because we're assuming that the independent woman is a toxic relationship. Am I
Based
right?
on the
Am I right?
previous experiences, because of douchebags in the past,
Uh huh.
they will make that happen. They will
But
make.
what if? What if? I here's the thing though. How long are you in a relationship? If you're within the first couple months, then yeah, that shit is not gonna work. But
Okay.
if you're like, let's say you're together for a year, you two know each other, you're already like have that trust between you two. She's gonna trust you, dude.
Do you think so?
Fuck yeah.
Because here's
And
an
if she
example.
doesn't, she
Here's a
can check
perfect
it.
example.
Would you give your password to your the password of your phone?
For I don't have a problem with it. Go ahead.
Exactly.
I don't have
And
nothing to
she's
hide. Go
gonna
ahead.
see that as a trust.
No, not necessarily.
She's
Not
gonna look over your
necessarily.
phone and she's
Okay.
gonna trust you,
So here's the thing, though.
bro.
So
Here's the thing, though, and I'm not trying to be offensive, but if the
mm,
shoe fits, the shoe will fit.
okay, yeah, true.
If you have that type of insecurity, it's probably because you've been dating the wrong girls,
If
and that's the problem. You've been dating all these girls who have toxic or red flags, and then that's why they don't trust you. So once you find that one where she trusts you and you don't see no red flags, you think it's a red flag because you're like, holy shit, she
And
trusts me. I can
okay,
hang out with the boys. I can I can do all these things. I can go to a nightclub. All these girls hitting on me and I rejected them. And she believed me because she trusted you.
okay,
So you see what I
okay.
mean?
Oh, but okay. So here's the thing, okay. I
Uh-huh.
see what you're saying, and I
Hold on a
like this.
second.
Go
I
ahead.
want to say hello to Raptor 88
Hey,
because
good evening. What's
what
up,
up? What up?
Raptor? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Here's one thing I do want to say. Okay, so here's the
Mhm.
thing. Say you were a fucking top-notch motherfucker,
I
looking
am.
fresh and fucking clean, fucking all this guy,
What? This is
fucking.
not clean? My
No, I'm
Apache
being
beer
honest.
is
You're
not
like a
clean?
fucking top-notch motherfucker. You look fresh and clean. You're fucking fade. You got your curls in your hair. You're looking fresh, clean as
I do
fuck
have curls in my
outfit,
hair.
all this shit, right? I mean, you're like the fucking mini version of Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's just say that. Just
So,
like that. Top notch.
soft
There you go.
natural,
Top
like
notch like him.
just
Let's just
like
say that. Okay. Talk like Jay Contreras. Let's just say that. Okay.
okay.
Here's what it is. Okay, here's the thing. You get information. You look at this, and let's just say the woman is not like, let's just say your woman is lucky to have you because you're like a 10 out of 10 fucking Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. looking, probably, or kind of equivalent to that. Um, and then here's the thing though. You see all these girls coming to you. Clearly, if I reply to my girl, say, "Oh, I got this," this girls that want to
Mhm.
talk to me, I can't talk to you. A guy that looks that fresh, it doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship. Okay, I'm gonna say that because I
Yeah.
seen this shit. I seen this fucking happen. I witnessed it. He did not do shit, and he still was getting bitched out for something that he didn't do. When clearly this person was at the same place. And you know what? There's like, I can't trust you. All these bitches want you. And this and that.
But
When you have your significant other sitting right next to you and this shit happens. Is what I'm trying to get at. It's not about trust. It's just you're insecure because you don't just because you have a top notch guy. And I think you don't think yourself like you have competition.
yeah.
It's like it's not even about the trust. Even if she's right there, will tell you, I don't believe you. I'm like, dude, you just seen what happened.
Dude, if there's that kind of trust, then you don't need to be together. I'm sorry. But like let's say for example, if for any reason, let's say I tell my girl like, "Yo, baby, I'm going to a nightclub with the fellas. I'll be back."
Okay.
And then she like, "Who you going with?"
So until you pull your pants down when you get home, let me smell.
No, she won't.
just, just
See, that's
kidding,
the
bro.
thing though.
I'm
We
fucking
have
with you,
separate
bro.
this is where like our
Sorry, bro. I
our
had to say.
journey has like separated because I'm in I'm in no toxic relationship. And so I never experienced that in my life where like a woman's like, pull down your pants, let me smell your dick. Let me see your phone. Who you been texting? None of that. You know why? Because I give him like when I'm in a relationship, I give him my trust. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna trust you. Like I never dated someone else before in my life. But
But
if I
let me
start
ask
seeing
you:
red flags,
say you were like a
I'm gonna
six
leave
foot
you.
three guy, bro, fit as fuck, six pack, fresh as fuck, clean as shit.
Yeah.
You think
But
there will be no
dude, I have a
hesitation?
six pack. It's under it's covered right
you
now.
have.
It's covered right now, but I every person has a six pack underneath all that
Yeah,
fat, bro.
but what I'm just saying,
What?
and then on top of that, here's the thing though, the difference what I'm trying to say is when somebody's actually their presence with you and actually present to see what's going on and they overreact the way they reacted. And a few days later call it pass by, it's like, you know what, this is your time to shine. You should continue to shine. We should move on. Here's what I'm trying to say. Like you're right there. There's no reason for you to get upset. I'm here with you. You're here with me. We having a good time.
Mhm.
What the fuck is the problem? Is what I'm saying. Just because you're good looking, he's good looking, what is the problem? And then for somebody to tell you, this is exactly what I'm saying, the independency of a woman, this is what I'm saying. When it comes across with say, I don't give a fuck. I can find somebody else. Well, I don't need to have somebody else because of that. That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm just saying I seen this happen with my own eyes, and it's kind of fucked up because the intentions were meant to be playing around in a fucking club when your significant other's there. What the fuck are you thinking? It's not your fault that that he's an attractive guy and fucking getting bitches. But what you should be focused on is he actually getting is she's leading him on to continue, is what I'm saying. A lot of people don't seem to understand that. And that a lot of this woman thinks like, okay, he's independent. He's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. How do you know? He's so independent. He's trying to
I'm
take
super
care of
lost, dude.
you. I don't know
because
what else to explain to you. Not,
because here's the thing though. I just feel like in my experience, like if the girl doesn't trust me, I'm not gonna be
she's
with her.
right there. That's
What
what
do you
I'm
mean that
saying.
she's right there?
This is happening right there in the same place. Like in your case,
So
your
like
wife.
so my girl is with me at the nightclub,
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
saying no, thank you to the girls.
But she's over. I mean, you're top notch, 6'3" dude, fresh and clean, and all this shit, tattoos, nice little tan, 6 pack, and everything, looking fresh as fuck.
Damn,
And she
bro.
walks away for a second. She sees all the girls around you like this. How do you think she's gonna react?
She's gonna make sure she takes off my pants when we get home,
That's what I'm
and she's
saying.
gonna we're
That's
gonna fuck
see
like
that.
rabbits.
Okay, see that. What I'm saying is that I'm just
See, like here's the thing though. If she sees me at the, if she's with me at the nightclub, and all these girls are trying to hit on me and shit, and I'm rejecting all those girls, like no, thank you, I appreciate it,
she's
have a
gonna
great day,
believe you though. Like they're surrounding your
motherfucker.
ass.
She's looking at me. She's in the
They're
nightclub. She's
surrounding. They got really close to you. Like,
bro,
what's
the
up?
fuck out of here. You acting like I'm not gonna protect my wife at that moment. Does that make
She's not there
sense?
with you. She walked away to go to the bathroom for some reason. She's not there at the time being.
She
So
had
it's
too many
perfect.
drinks. She went to the bathroom.
And she
Guess
sees
what?
that
I'm gonna
shit.
stand by the door on the bathroom and wait for her. You
Okay.
don't see what I mean? That's what a gentleman do. They wait for their woman at the
Okay.
door until she walks out. So
What if
she's
she
gonna
tells
see
you?
me
Wait,
as soon
hold
as
on.
she walked out.
What if she tell you I'll be right back? Because you're with your boys and you're with your wife.
So if I'm hanging out with my boys and it's a boys' night only, she's not gonna be there. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And she's gonna be okay with that.
Okay.
You're smiling because you're acting like it's not.
I don't know,
Dude,
bro. I have a different perspective point of view. I'll tell you that. I'll
I
tell you
know
if
you
I'm
do.
dating the
I know
girl,
you
if
do.
I'm dating the
But
girl right now and the girl's fucking the freaking the fuck out. As soon as she walks into those fucking doors of the club and she sees a bunch of girls around me, bro.
mm,
I don't know.
but I
It's
thought you
not
were
because
single.
it's a trust issue. I am single. What the
All right
fuck? I'm
then.
just giving you an example. I'm just telling you. I'm giving you an example.
You're giving an example about you dating someone who has red flags. And that as soon as she walks in at the nightclub and sees you standing around 10 women and you're rejecting every single one,
Correction. The women are standing around you. That's what it was because he's sitting and he's on his own place, minding his own business, and
you're
he's
on the
surrounded.
VIP section.
There you go. That sounds
Okay.
better.
You're in the VIP section and all these women behind the VIP area or what?
They're in with you in that place.
Wouldn't you kick them out?
Hey, what if they're not there with me? What if there's somebody in the next table next to me?
How small of a VIP section is
I
this?
mean, they're pretty small. They're literally right next to each other. It's
I
kind of
thought
like
when you order a table is like a booth or
yeah,
something.
you you know. So
It's so here's like here's where like the story doesn't line up for me. Does that make sense? Because you have a different perspective than I do, and that's why I'm like, okay, if I'm on the VIP section, I'm assuming there's like this string there, like when you allow people to get in on your VIP section or not.
bro, girls will get in the VIP section with no paying on extra. You know that. You should know this,
Bro.
bro.
But if
There's
I'm
no
in the VIP section, how many homies do I have with me?
make up the number. Let's say two, three. You got your own table. No, let's say four. Let's do five. You have a
So
table.
there's
Let's
five
just
of
say that.
us.
Yeah.
5 of us. Okay, us five having a conversation.
Okay.
What are we
Okay.
doing at the nightclub? Us five.
Well, hopefully not a sausage party, I guess.
Okay, so I'm around homies single. Am I the only one with a girl?
Let's put it this way. Let's say you're the only one married and you got single friends.
Okay.
All of them.
So why did we choose to go to the nightclub instead of something else?
They wanted to turn up. They wanted to bring out the boy. He's been married for so long that he wants to just I don't know. I'm giving you an example, you know.
Exactly. You're giving me an example based
Okay,
on.
let's just say he want to have a good time. Hey, come with the club with us. Let's have a good time like back in the days. Boom.
Okay,
No
cool.
explanation. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're married or not. Just
Cool. Let's say okay. Let's say I'm married
okay.
and the four homies are not. They're single, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So my friends and I got a VIP table at a nightclub because like you said, hey, let's have a good time like we used to back in the day. I'm okay. Cool. Let's go. Baby, I'm going with my friends. We're going to a nightclub. All right, cool. Simple as that. And this is based on the scenario that I'm married to the woman next on behind that wall back there.
Okay.
She will be saying, "Okay, cool," or we're assuming that I'm a top notch and she's a top notch as well.
Okay. Now you're getting to somewhere. Okay.
Okay, so we're
All
assuming
right.
that
You're top notch.
we're
Okay.
both top notches.
Okay.
She like, "Okay, baby, have a good time. I'll stay with our daughter.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my homies." So we're at the nightclub. My homies are single. They're inviting some girls to the VIP section, right? And I'm standing there by myself.
Okay. I'm listening. I'm following you.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
Some girl approached me. It's like, "Hey, I think you. How you doing, sexy?" I'll be like, "I'm good, thanks." Like, yo, I'm good. I'm having a good time by myself. I guess I was here to have a good time with my homies, but they want to be with the girls. So I guess like the scenario switched from them them focusing on trying to get laid versus the good old times of hanging out. Does that make sense?
Right. But
So,
you did say that the one girl approached you, right?
uh-huh.
And had a conversation with you. Okay. So check this out.
Oh, we didn't have a conversation. I just say no, thank you.
Oh, so you're just gonna be, oh, no, thank you. I don't
No,
care.
thank you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So
but
I'm
let's
gonna
just say,
go.
for example, let's just say, for example,
Mhm.
somebody that your wife, knows, takes a picture like Rafa's over here talking to a girl. Just the wrong impression because that's what happens.
Correct. Like because the girl
Pictures.
approached to
Yeah.
me,
Right.
she was talking to me and shit, and I say
Mm-hmm.
no, and she took the
Mm-hmm.
snap before I say no, thank you.
Mm-hmm. No, let's
Okay.
just say you're like having a conversation. You're probably like, let's just say you're kind of like giggly or something like. Let's just say an example. Like,
How about this example? Let's say I saw one of my girl's friends.
okay,
So because I do have girls that are friends.
okay,
So I saw one of the girls and I hug her and say hello to her.
okay.
And
Now
they
you're getting
snap
okay.
that
This is
picture.
this is getting good. Okay, this is where I
Okay.
want to get to the point. Okay.
All right. So I say hello. We're having a conversation. I'm literally texting. Guess who I saw at the nightclub? I'm with so and so, my friend from high school.
Okay.
That's it. So when
Okay.
I get home, she's like, "Oh, how was your time?" I
I don't
and
know,
then
man.
let's say like my girlfriends, sorry, my wife friends are at the
You're
nightclub too,
don't
and they
get in
snapping
trouble,
that shit,
boy. You
and they're
correct yourself.
snapping that shit, right?
Okay.
So I when I get home,
Okay.
my wife already got a text by me saying, "Guess who I saw at the nightclub? It's an old friend of mine, and they were on the nightclub."
But here's the thing, though. Even though you're telling her something like that, and I'm not saying
Uh huh.
I'm like guys, it's just a scenario, okay? I'm not
Yeah.
saying Rafa is it the complete different scenario, nothing like that. But it's I feel like nowadays, anything you see something like that, I think then everybody will make it they blow it out proportion because, like I said, it's even if you tell them like I'm in your case,
Hmm.
since you know her, maybe maybe it could be different. But I feel like in this point,
Yes.
things like this, even if it feels like even for guys to have friends or girls, it's a fucking problem. It's a fucking big problem because nowadays, if you're like, oh, I saw this Snapchat you're talking to this bitch. Is that what you go? I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm not saying everybody's the same way, but little shit like this can get you caught up with shit, and sometimes they won't believe you. They won't listen to you, and they won't say they just want to hear what they want to hear, and and that's just kind of like what I'm saying. It's just kind of like you have to kind of pull yourself an explanation, and you doing the message like that. To be honest with you, I don't think majority of the people that want to spend their time, and if you said like if your woman really trusts you,
Yeah.
why do you need to text her for that, telling her that you need to text her that either at the end of the
No,
day,
you're
I'm
right. I don't need to text her that,
you
but
know
I want to.
yeah, I mean
Just like we didn't
yeah.
need to go to the nightclub to hang out. Do you ever go to a nightclub and have a full conversation to catch up with your friends?
Actually, yeah.
You
That's
do?
weird. Yeah, it's fucking weird because most of the time we're just
So
fucking
so you
talking.
can literally be on the VIP section having a conversation with your friends.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter to bring girls over. So that's what I mean. The scenario doesn't it somewhat doesn't make sense because if you're there with your homies, that means we're having a conversation instead of the homies having a conversation with some other females.
You remember how I told you nowadays generation's a little bit different now? It
But
wasn't
we're
like
talking
before.
about different generations
Yeah, we're just talking about what is
versus
living
mine.
now.
My
Yeah.
generation is way different. Does
What
that
I'm
make sense?
what I'm saying is right now, bro, I can guarantee you things will be pretty turned around if were something like that were to happen. And because I
Here's the
seen
thing
the
though.
scenarios, bro. I seen them scenarios happening. People
And
freaking out,
here's the
you know.
thing though. I'm not 20 something years old. I'm not.
You can still have
We're
fun.
exactly. But I'm not saying that I'm not having fun. Does that make sense? What I'm saying
Mhm.
is we come from a different generation than these kids are coming from. So you're comparing our generation with someone else's generation. We can do that with the people who are 40, the people who are 50 and 60 and 70.
No, that's a
Yes,
different.
you're comparing all those generations, and
No,
every single
I
generation
don't
is
think
different.
that 40 and 50-year-olds were kind of in the generational clubs, bro. I think, like I said, what I'm
Bro,
saying is
I see
it's something that I'm giving you my personal perspective. This is why I feel like I understand this a little bit better.
in my 20s, I saw people who were 40 years old at the nightclubs.
Okay, but the
And
thing is,
and
like,
this is the thing though. I still have family members in my family who will
mhm.
throw fucking parties and last longer partying than I do. I'll go to bed by 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm not that type of party anymore.
But I'm
My
not talking
fucking
about a party,
family
bro.
will
I'm talking
party
about a
until
club.
fucking 36 hours straight. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the thing is, what I'm
Oh,
talking about, this is why I feel like you go ahead. You,
let's go for the comments.
yeah, go
We
ahead.
got Jay Contreras top notch like me. We got Mauricio. I'm your guys'
Hey,
number one fan.
wow,
Let's
what's up,
go.
man?
Then we got Jay saying I look
He did look
fresh.
fresh.
I just smile and
Mm, girls
girls
want me.
want me. Shit.
Calmado perro. He's
So
single. He is single. Guys,
yep.
he is single. There you go.
Erwin was looking fresher than fresh on
Not gonna
Saturday
lie,
night.
that was outfit was nice. Go to Club 90, he
90.
said. Yeah, if you want to. No, and here's the thing what I want to point out, Rafa. And
Mm-hmm.
I do want to tell you this directly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've gone to the club more consistently this year alone than I have gone in the past. And I can tell you the big difference between when we were younger compared
Yeah.
to now is this is the shit that will get you caught up now. Nowadays, it's not like it was before. That's what I'm trying to.
No.
It's very very different, bro. And believe it because I'm seeing it with my own eyes.
So let me
Uh,
ask you this. Are you the only one who's 30 something in the nightclub, or do you see other people who are also 30 something?
no, I'm sure there's other people that are 30 plus. I mean, there's I've seen a lot of people that are like 35 to 21 from 21
In
to like
the
35s.
in the
What I'm
scenarios you've been giving me lately, are they
mhm.
on their 20s or are they on their 30s?
Nowadays it's kind of hard to tell how old these women are. You
I'm
can't really
not at,
tell, bro.
how about the guys? Because you say that there was a guy situation there.
So I would say probably between the 35s and between 30s. I think probably the latest 35s, 36 years
Okay.
old at least, but you can't really tell. What I'm saying is, and that's why I'm thinking I feel a perspective point of view is different from where you've seen it from what I'm seeing. I seen the area we're back in our 20s and back to
Hmm.
now where I'm sitting at is very hard to believe how it was back then, how it was so much different. That's what I'm saying now. When you have and for some reason I feel like or guys or ages
Hmm.
are getting more attraction by women and women are just coming to seek to you is what I'm telling you, bro. It's not that a
Hmm.
perspective that changed just on when I was in my 20s. And this is shit that's actually really happening. You get compliments, you get follow, you get this and you get that. And the thing is this, even though you're trying to avoid every single kind of way, no matter what, there's always a situation that you as a man get in trouble. You get in trouble because I feel like everything you do, every movement you do. The moment you said, let's say your girl's like, hey, I'm gonna use the bathroom, and your girl sees you with your boys out there, she'll stay here, I'll be right back. That moment, that 1 second, she's gone. Maybe 10, let's say 2 minutes, she's gone. She comes back surrounded by a bunch of girls. And the end of the world comes because she in her eyes is seeing, okay, this fucking guy just couldn't wait until I could leave the fucking club because of shit like that. And this is the scenario I'm saying.
Hmm.
Is a lot of insecurities that happens in I feel like this generation is attracted, this younger generation is attracted to older guys. They really
Okay.
are. And I like I said, it makes more sense when you're actually living there at the moment. You'd be like, fuck, you're right. Because it took me time to realize that shit. Because you'd be like, what the fuck is going on? There's a lot of things that you have your girlfriend or you're dating your girlfriend or something and shit like this happens. They don't waste a second is what I'm saying. It's not like it was in the 20s, bro. It's very different. This is why the scenarios to me now it feels very the insecurity, that oh okay, he's so independent, he can do whatever. It's not about that. And when you give
Mm,
him the proof, that prove the point that you're like, okay, I'm good, I'm
yeah.
being loyal to you, I'm respecting you, but you get that moment they're like, oh shit,
Hmm.
and it's like a self-confidence too for a guy. But the guy, like you said, if respectfully wants to be taking care of his girl, great. But if the girl doesn't believe and sees it, that's what I'm trying to get at, bro. It's very
If the
different.
girls doesn't see it, that's the thing though. That's from your perspective that the girls don't see it. What if the tables were around? What if the girl was the one hanging out with her girlfriends and they have like 20 dudes chasing them?
It only takes the one dude to say the right thing for one girl. You say the one good thing
There
for
you
that
go
one girl,
again
bro, I
with that
promise.
though.
Yeah, bro,
But
that's all it
here's the
is.
thing though. It, when we go night clubbing, don't we see like a dude trying to hit on a girl, like the same girl every 5 minutes, different dudes? And the girl always have to be like, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Because that's what I used to see back in the day. I don't know if you remember it back in the day, but like back in the day, dude, like every time how many times I got rejected? How many times my friends got rejected? Plenty of times, dude. I'm assuming you got rejected a few
Oh
times
yeah,
too.
for sure, no
Okay,
doubt.
then.
But
So,
it's weird. You don't see that anymore. It's
so
not the guy chasing anymore. It's fucking weird. I'm telling you, it is not the same. That's what I'm saying.
because
So
I don't need to go to the nightclubs
yeah,
anymore. Like
yeah,
for me, going to a nightclub is because I either have friends who wants to go out, and even if they want to go out, that means I'm going out with my wife. So
okay.
like if I want my dance partner with me, I'm gonna have her with me. You know what I mean?
I definitely want to tell you this. If you're going to go to the club, make sure you go with her because I promise you, bro, it's not the same. It's really not the same. I promise you, bro. And then
Hey man,
you're gonna be like, damn, when you were fucking right. I'm telling you.
I will be like, yo, Erwin, we got more followers. We got more
I'm
subscribers.
telling you, I'm telling you, bro. It's not the same, bro. It's
Mm,
crazy how, like I'm telling you, in
I
my
don't know,
eyes,
man.
I do feel like this generation of men or generation of men, they're doing something different that they're attracting a younger woman,
But
and it
see,
seems
that's the thing. I'm not gonna be there to attract women.
I'm not. You don't have to. You
Eh,
don't.
eh,
You won't have to. Is what I'm telling you. You don't have to do shit. They literally be like, "What the fuck? Who the fuck are you, dude? I'm not even fucking playing with you. Even if you're just there to
mhm,
mind your own business, bro, you will
mhm.
get that attention. You will get that attention. It's
Okay.
and and it's and the thing is this: you have your girlfriend or not. If you have your girlfriend and your girlfriend's there, your girlfriend's gonna see this shit because these girls they don't do. They'll take the chances. They'll fucking go and it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
they don't care. I get it.
don't.
But here's the thing, though. I'm not there. Here's when it comes to trust, though. Like, I'm not asking my wife to trust a woman. I'm asking my wife to trust me.
You shouldn't have to. She should be trusting you, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So that's the point. Your woman is trusting you. You trusting in your woman. That means you can go out without having to worry about that your wife is gonna hear from her girlfriends like, "Yo, so and your boyfriend is with so and so." Does that make sense? Like you're gonna go home. It's
I get what you're saying. I
like
do,
if you're
but
gonna be lying to your girl and be like, "Oh, honey, nothing happened," blah blah blah. I'm gonna go have a good night. Then she'll be like, "You sure nothing happened?" Then you're gonna give her reasons to fucking what's it called, to not trust you. But if you're being honest, like, yo, all these 20 years old girls, they're fucking trying to hit on me, and I'm like, yo, no, thank you, no, thank you.
bro.
See what I mean, though, because you expect the woman to trust you fully, but you're not fully trusting the woman. It's kind of like, yo, you're the one hiding something. You're
I
probably
think the woman is just the way she approaches and expresses her emotions on how she sees things. You know, like I said, it's
it, it it goes to say something like, if you're not trusting, let's say, b- here's a scenario: you both go out, right?
hmm
She, your girlfriend goes with her girlfriends, you with your boys, right?
hmm
You both come back home. You both hear it from other. One of your homies is chilling, is at the same nightclub as your girl and her girlfriends. One of her girlfriends is chilling at the nightclub that you are with you and your boys.
okay.
So they both like send each other. Your homie sends you a photo of this guy saying hi to your girlfriend, and the girl sends you a photo of you saying hi to this girl.
Okay. So
Okay.
how do you think that's going to turn out? How do you think that's
So
like in your
so
personal
here's
perspective?
the
How do you think it's
question.
going to turn out?
No, no, this is your scenario.
Okay, my scenario.
Your scenario.
Okay.
What are you gonna say?
So I'm
S-
okay. So
You,
she's my
you
girlfriend,
both
right?
go
She's
home.
so an example. She's my girlfriend, right?
Let's make it more serious. Let's
Okay.
say you're married.
Oh
You've been
fuck.
married for 5 years.
You're asking that? No, bro. Don't
It,
ask me
it,
marriage question.
no,
I've
no,
never
no,
been
no.
married, bro. So you got to be
Okay,
serious.
so
Let's just do the
technically,
girlfriend portion. If I had a girl,
fine,
okay,
because you never been married. That's fine.
never. Let's do that.
I mean,
Eh.
eh,
Fuck you. Eh.
eh.
Fuck you.
Eh. Hey, turn into my OnlyFans, and you're gonna hear an exclusive of why I'm saying and about him not being married.
What the fuck? What are you talking about? What do you
Hey,
mean, man?
we gotta do the Patreon and shit like that for exclusive shit like that.
No,
Like
bro.
our OnlyFans is not gonna show feet or anything. They're gonna show
No.
fucking cheese mess like that.
Oh my lord. Okay, so go back
Anyway,
to the question. So the
so
scenario is okay.
mhm.
So my okay. So this is
What
an
is your
example.
longest relationship you've been in?
Fucking way too fucking long. Yeah,
Let's say
11
five
fucking
years,
fuck no, 11 years. Kill me.
11 years. Okay, let's say you and this girl are, like you said, top notch, 6 foot. She's 5'7". You both like fucking supermodels and shit. You go to the nightclub. Same fucking scenario.
Okay.
Like I just said, she goes with her girlfriends. You go with your homies,
Mhm.
and there's five of you chilling, like five of you chilling with each other, right?
Okay.
So there's five of you chilling with each other, but the sixth person is on the opposite. So your homie, your sixth homie, is with is at the same nightclub, and her girlfriend, her sixth girlfriend, is in the nightclub with you guys.
Hmm.
And like I said, they take a photo when you say hi to, let's say, one of your friends,
A girl.
a girl.
Okay.
Like it's her back and your front. So
Okay.
all she sees on the photo is you hugging this girl, and that's it.
Oh.
And same to you. All you see from this girl, I mean, from that photo, is your girl hugging this guy. But they're friends. Nothing happened after that. When you both get home, or does it even make it home? Do you hit up a? Do you hit up her right away?
I'm pretty sure I'll get that picture right away.
No, yeah, you get the picture right
Oh fuck!
away.
I'm gonna go clarify things out. I'm like, okay, so that's
So
what you're
you're
gonna
gonna
be
go
with.
immediately after
Yeah,
that.
fuck yeah. If you're my girlfriend, you're doing that shit, and to me, in my eyes, you look. Remember, you're sending a picture that looks like my front and her back is facing like they're just kind of like she's facing the camera and I'm facing the camera.
Correct.
It's
It's
like
this. It's similar
yeah,
photos, but
yeah.
one
So
is her
here's the thing,
face
though.
and one is yours.
I will be like, what are you doing? I'm not gonna wait until we get home because then at this
You're
point,
not.
no, fuck no, right there and there at the moment, I'm gonna be asking, okay, so this is what's gonna happen. What are you
Okay.
doing? At
All right.
right there and then in the moment, because this is the thing, you're gonna call somebody out about it. I'm not gonna wait until I get home because in the moment, okay, you're gonna do that shit. Cool. Let me show you how it's done. If you know that shit, I'm gonna show you the same thing. See how
What if
you
she
like
does
it.
the same shit?
Then there's no reason for me to be with this relationship. There's at
So
all.
there's a reason for her to be in a relationship with you when you do the same shit.
What am I doing the same shit? What if the thing is
Yeah,
majority and if you're
like I
talking
said,
about a
like I said that
relationship,
scenario. Like I
okay,
said that scenario. You both get the photo at the same time.
okay,
You with some girl, and let's say it's a friendship of 20 years,
okay,
but she doesn't see that because she took it from the back.
okay,
And same thing with her.
okay.
There's a photo of her hugging a 20-year friendship. Let's say even not even friendship. Let's say a cousin. Let's make it more. Let's say you see your cousin. She sees her cousin.
Don't you think she would know who my cousin is, or you don't think I would know her cousin is, and I wouldn't have to react that way?
They went through a fucking transformation, bro.
Bro, 11 years you know somebody, you have to have that. Come on, bro.
Let
And all
me,
of a sudden you have a
bro. Do you
cousin.
look the same as you did 2 years ago?
Fuck you. No.
Exactly. See what I mean, though?
Yeah, that's true. See, now you
Okay,
have a.
then.
But here's the thing, though. Don't you think if it was a
Okay.
family member, you would know about this family member?
Let's just say he's that person. That family member is in town for some reason.
Fuck him in town.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And let's
But
say
here's the
like,
thing though, like I
no,
think in
hold
general,
on, dude. You're not letting me finish the scenario though. You're not answering the question either. Because I literally give you a scenario, and your scenario is your reaction is logical, but her reaction is not.
it's
You
the
expect,
scenario that you're giving me though is the thing is it's a family member. And if it's like this family
but that
member or a
photo doesn't see
friendship,
that.
I know,
Bro,
but
you're in a
I know,
nightclub. You're in a
I
nightclub.
know. But
Okay.
don't you think okay, don't you think and in cases like this that you have a friend for 20 years, it's
Mm-hmm.
a girl, and you have a cousin for 20 years, regardless of this issue, you known this person for 11 years. If I can guarantee you, if that person will tell you that's a friend that I know for 20 years, and it will tell you that person who that is, because if you know this person for 20 years, I'm sure you're gonna be like, who's this person? Oh, I know this person for 20 years. Oh, this is my cousin. That's what I'm saying. Scenarios like that's a different story because then you know who that is. You
Maybe
know.
you don't. Maybe like, dude, that person
Okay,
went
then
through a
then I'll
fucking 2 year transformation, and you haven't seen him in 2 years.
yeah. So in this case,
And so,
I'll guarantee that I'll probably be the first one to look at the picture because she won't be too busy talking to her cousin or friend for 20 years that I never heard of before. And I'm like, who's this?
mhm.
Because I can guarantee you if
So
that
you
was the
were
case.
see, that's the thing though. You immediately go for
Yeah,
not
because I mean,
trusting.
no, it's not that I'm trusting. I'm asking questions. So you know this
No, you
person
go
for so
straight
long.
with the insecurity
No,
questions
no, no,
though.
no, no. You just said an example. There's something. It's somebody that should know. If I'm dating this person for so long and it should know, it's a question. I'm not being
Will you
insecure.
forward that photo?
Would I forward the forward? What do you mean? Yeah, well,
Like
yeah,
you would have like, yo, who's
yeah. Who's
this?
this? Because I can guarantee I'll be the
Okay.
first one looking at the phone. Is what I'm saying.
And then you get the same text like, yo, who's this?
Yeah. Okay. Well, here she is. This is a friend that you
And then
know
you
who this
both take the
person
photo
is.
immediately, like, oh,
Yeah.
happy. And you're like, oh shit. Okay.
Because the thing is, like, it
And
will
then it
make
got clear.
not necessarily because if I, like you said, a person you know for so long.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it? Don't weird it. Like, let's say, for example, let me an
Here's the
example.
thing.
Tamar sees it. Let's say you have a friend that's been on for so long, and you see a friend, and you get a picture. You're gonna tell me Tamar doesn't know that you have a friend that's a girl for so many years?
I don't think Tamar knows some of my friends, to be honest. But let's
Then
say,
that's on you because you know that's on you for not saying something like that. That's
but
what I'm
that's the
saying.
thing though. Like, let's say, like, even I don't know some of Tamar friends. Like, that's the thing though. We don't. If she tells me, oh, this is my friend from a long time ago. Okay, cool. And she asked me, who's this? I'll be like, oh, that's my friend from 20 years ago. Okay, cool. Because that's the thing though, a picture doesn't give you enough information. That picture could be taken so fucking weird. Let's say like you accidentally get bumped, and you fucking like those fucking memes where they slip and they fucking,
Hey,
instead of
let's not
go
talk
work out,
about
they turn
slipping
on
at
the
the club,
PlayStation
bro.
or some shit like that. Or instead of eating the salad, they fucking put the salad back in the fridge or some. See what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that fucking fall can be fucking weird.
Yeah.
But see what I mean though, is at the end of the day is you having trust within you and with your girl, because that insecurity within is eating you alive, and that's a bigger issue, because you have this insecurity, because you even said on the scenario you a top-notch person and
Yeah.
she's a top-notch person, and the fact that you have that insecurity being a top-notch person is kind of like giving her red flags of your insecurities. Same thing with that girl. The girl, with you're getting red flags from a girl being so damn hot, so top notch, that you having insecurities about her. Does that make sense?
But like,
Wait, did I even say that right? No.
yeah, the way that you put in the scenario, like I said, it's just something that is not an insecurity. It's just you're something that if you have somebody that you've known for so long, I think, in my personal perspective,
No,
is like,
no, it's not that. Let's say after sending that photo, you both don't have signal for some reason. The battery dies.
no mames, no
Uh,
mames.
The
Yeah,
battery dies.
you going to some. Okay, so
No, but I'm
even
just
worse. I walk looking for this, so I know she's at the club. But I walk in and this is surprise. They're kissing and shit. What do you think am I supposed to do at that point?
exactly. You're having an insecurity that you're
No,
gonna
it's no.
see them.
How's that insecure when I'm seeing
Stop,
it in
stop.
person,
Listen,
bro?
you having an insecurity that you see your girl
Um,
kissing some other dude.
no. Here's the thing: it's not an insecurity thing when you're
Yes, it
seeing
is.
it in front of your eyes. That's proven fact and an action speaking for itself. So she's gonna be bitching and
You're
complaining
making the
about me.
assumption that you're
No,
gonna
I'm
see that.
seeing it.
That's
I'm
different.
see-
You're
oh
creating a scenario though.
oh my god.
If you see your girl kissing some other dude, then yeah, you shouldn't be with her.
Okay, and that's my point. So then don't be upset. And this is why exactly don't be reacting the way that you react about no, not you in general, but react the way that you react and say, I wasn't the problem. So now guess what? You just open the access to me for the shit that you're doing. Don't be surprised. If I go and do whatever I do with these girls around here at this club, that's on
You
me.
can easily interrupt that kiss and be like,
For
"I
what?
see you," and
That's
then
that
walk
you do
out.
that, I'm done. I'm done. That's
Yeah,
disrespectful. You're disrespecting me. There's no conversation and no going back. We're done.
no, I agree.
Done. There goes the that's
Yeah,
it.
we
No need
go
to.
our separate ways. That's
I
it.
agree.
Like we don't need to have another conversation. Or
Done.
done.
That
I
was my
agree with that.
best friend for 20 years. Huh.
No, see, there you go again.
Just give
Because
you an example.
you're making the assumption that they're gonna kiss. Does that make sense? What if you're the one kissing the other girl? Eh,
First of all, here's
eh,
exactly my point. If you
Uh,
no, hold on. If like I said,
mhm.
independently why I said, if I
No, no, no,
really
no, no, no,
wanted
no,
to
no.
be with somebody else, hold on. If I really wanted to be with somebody else, if I
Mhm,
really want to be with somebody else and kiss another girl, I would have done it. But you know what? I will make sure that I wouldn't have a girlfriend because in
mhm.
that case, I open my opportunities for new things and I have less drama.
Okay.
If I even attempt to think about me kissing another girl when I have another girl, I have my girl with me, that is the dumbest shit. Is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not even thinking about it. But the assumptions are not coming from a guy. The assumptions coming from a girl's point of view
No,
is what I'm
dude.
trying to get at. Yes,
You're
it
not
is.
a girl and you're making the assumption though.
Dude, I just give you the perfect example of what I've seen in
But
this
but
past.
you're literally just said the girl's making that assumption. But in reality is you are the one
No,
creating this scenario right now
the
that
assumption of now I said the assumption of the guy kissing the girl, making it think you shouldn't have a girl in the first place. If you're thinking about kissing another girl and your girl's
mhm.
there, you shouldn't even be having a girlfriend.
But see, this is coming based on a relationship that you this is based on the insecurities that was planted in you due to the past relationship you had had.
No, it's just living. It's just really the past relations that I have
Have you
had
been
nothing.
cheated on? Have
Mm,
you been cheated on? Yes or no?
I've been cheated on the past, yes, but no, but
Okay.
like, but this is the
So
thing.
that hurt you, right?
That shit's that.
So now you learn that the behaviors that the girls did from cheating on you are red flags. So now when you see the same red flags from someone else, you're gonna make the assumption they're gonna be doing the same shit.
Not necessarily. That's not what assumption is. If you have a top-notch person that actually respects you as a man, that actually has
Correct.
respect for you as a man, because not every girl's the same. If a woman has respect for you in the way it should be, any woman should have respect for a man. Just like have respect in general. Having
Mhm.
respect for a man is the most important thing to a man to have. It doesn't matter if I got cheated when I was younger. I'm not talking about my previous relationship. None of that shit happened.
No, 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 no. I'm not
But I'm
talking
just
about that. I'm
we've been
talking
cheated.
about the fact that as a person, like I will admit it, I got cheated on, right?
Yeah, we all have. I'm
We
sure
all
we all
have.
have. There's
We
no.
all have, right?
Mhm.
So when you get in a new relationship, you're gonna have those kind of insecurities right away, or are you gonna start over with this new person?
I'm not starting over with this. With
New
I'm not.
person.
I'm starting with a new person. You woman, you here. I value myself too much. I'm valuable to myself. If you don't value me, there's the fucking door, and that's it. You do that thing, I'm done.
Raptor 88 say, let's be honest, neither sex trusts each other going out by themselves. Why will you even put yourself in that situation? I agree 1,000%. Once you get to an age, there is no reason to go out to a nightclub. Exactly what I just said.
Okay, Raptor. But the example is this that I'm trying to put into Rafa. The scenarios that this that I'm giving you is exactly the scenarios that
Exactly. He's
happen
been giving me this scenario,
with
but
both
I'm
parties there. That's the fucked up part. Both of
so
them, not just individually,
I
both
repeat again.
parties.
I repeat again. Me and my wife don't need to go to a nightclub. If we want to go dance, we can go with our friends and dance. on a small circle. We don't need that. We got that on our fucking phones. We can put fucking Spotify or Apple Music and play fucking music and fucking dance. We can be our own DJs. We don't need to request a DJ. Yo, DJ, put Little Wayne, Mrs. Officer. We don't, because we can actually go on our phone and fucking do that ourselves.
I'm just surprised. You're missing my point. I saying you go in a day, you both go to the club, and this is the scenario. This is happening
Why
with
does it have to
both
be
you
the
there.
club though?
It's
What can
just
it
a
be a bar?
scenario. I mean, yeah, the bar will be great, but I'm sure. Hey, I want to go to the club. Okay, you tells you I want to go to the club. Your wife tells you want to go to the club. You're gonna tell your wife, no, I don't want to go to the club.
If me and my wife want to go to the club, we will go to the
There
club.
we go. That's
But
what I'm saying. The scenarios that I'm putting are scenarios with both parties there, not individually. That's what I'm trying to get at.
so we go back though. We both go to the fucking nightclub. We be dancing with each other. Why do I need to like go with someone else? That makes no sense.
Okay, I'm not saying you're gonna go with
My
somebody.
opinion is if you get your person, then there's no reason to be. My opinion, if you got your person, then no reason to be
If you
there.
have your person, there's no reason for you to be there. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay.
So, what was the previous message? I think you left one message out before in the past. One more
Oh
back.
shit! Here, this one. Do you think younger girls are more attracted to older men like y'all?
That's my point. Yes, I agree. I do agree. That's what I'm telling you. Just because, and this is what I'm trying to. I'm gonna just get back to it.
I don't know if younger girls are more attracted to. Oh,
I'm telling. I'm just saying.
I'm not out and about, so I don't know. No.
Well, I mean, it's something that, like I said, bro, like in a perspective point of view from what I've
Mhm.
experiencing to what you used to experience, bro, it's very different.
Oh fuck
And
yeah, it is.
and that's what I'm trying to give you. It's very hard that one day, like I said, Raptor, I agree with what you said.
Mm-hmm.
If you find your person, great. That's not a problem with that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. Your relationship, sometimes you're trying to make a relationship very exciting and you want to make fun. You want to have fun with your significant other. I'm just letting you know the scenarios that could happen at the club when you have your significant other there with you. What
Raptor
is it?
88 says, "Stay home and have fun. Have some fun together. Then, if you're having an awesome night, then you maybe can have some more real fun."
Oh well, shit.
Hey,
If that
see,
works, you know. But
see,
here's the
that's
thing,
what
though.
I mean. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
let's play. Let's do this last thing. If we painting a scenario, yeah, we can fucking me and my wife. We can role play. We can role play of us going separately to the same nightclub, see each other, and play the role play like, oh, what who you here with? Oh, and you can do the role play of like, oh, you just meet some girl and then some random girl at the nightclub. You dance for a little bit, then you take her home, and guess what? She's still your wife, and you had a good night.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, just letting you know. And like I said, two different guys here in this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
One that's actually been experiencing a lot of activities out on the field.
Yeah, because you're
One that's been,
single.
yes, and another one.
Exactly. You're
Okay,
single. I'm a married
I'm
person.
experiencing this, and I'm saying we have two different perspectives. And I like, and for the record, guys, we were not arguing. I like that we and him have these debates because
Yeah,
he.
we're this
I
is not
love these
our
debates because we have debates like this.
fuck,
But
man.
there's going to be some of the followers in here that you guys have your point, your perspective, point of view. I'm giving you my perspective, point of view, what I've been seeing myself, and this is coming from the All Star Weekend that I've been seeing. So this is coming from the All Star Weekend that I've been seeing all this kind of shit that has been going on compared to back when me and Rafael were in our 20s. Nothing like.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. If you guys ever decide to take your wives and others, don't be surprised if by the end of the night you guys end up in an argument because it will happen, and I've seen this happen, and it's not
See,
toxic, but I see. I'm just saying. I
in
will
my point of view,
go ahead,
number
Rafa.
one, we will not be going to a nightclub.
Okay,
And if we do, we will have fun with each other.
good.
If we start getting hit on by guys and girls, we're going to reject them. And we're going to go home and we're going to be like, you saw that person who was hitting him? I'm like, hell yeah, you should have got a few drinks out of him and then reject them. So you see what I mean? We work as a
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Like the thing about being married to someone you trust and someone you love, is that you build this relationship that I wish you can experience, bro. Because in reality, is the best thing than going to a nightclub every fucking night. And it's something that once you find that one person that you can trust, you're gonna have that same mentality like I do. You're gonna realize like, holy shit, it's way different. Because even like Raptor 88 says, like you're gonna find ways to have fun no matter what, and you're gonna be able to like be able to go to either go to a nightclub, a bar, wherever you want to go to. You're gonna have fun with your partner regardless, and that's a beautiful thing because you're gonna be experiencing that together, and that's when it comes to back to the independent woman. My wife is an independent woman. I married myself an independent woman, and I love every fucking minute of it because we both trust each other. We both build our bond, and she respect me as the alpha of the house, and I respect her as well. And it goes both ways. It
Yeah,
doesn't have to,
and
and
like
it
I said,
doesn't have to be
I
like
think
that.
we kind of see in a perspective the different ways and things. Like I said, I think it's just the
Mhm.
fact that and like I said, I respect that.
Yep.
That's definitely your opinion, But like I said, I just been seeing a lot of things that to me, an independent woman, it's a very big red flag for a lot of reasons, and that's my perspective point of view.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
And like I said, for a lot of reasons, and I think that's and the same thing with the thing with the being married with somebody. It's a complete different story from my end. So that's why I like the difference of this conversation that Rafael and I had, based on his experience, based on my experience, and then you guys get to hear both ends of this point. So I think it's a good place to leave it off here, Rafa.
Hell yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
mean, shit. I mean, this was a good one. I like this debate that
Dude, we
we
didn't
had
even have to switch subjects.
at all. We fucking went the whole entire fucking. It was perfect for that. So,
Yeah. So, I mean,
Rafael will actually probably update the actual information for the TikTok accounts too that we'll be putting in
yeah,
here
yeah, yeah. I will be
later on.
updating that later on.
And but you know what, guys? Again, this is it for the end of the night for this episode 75 with us here today. And I want to thank you guys for joining us. Again, hit the like and share this video with us and our Twitter accounts and our Instagrams right below and our personal emails. And coming soon, the TikTok accounts will be coming there. That from my end, I got to go. Let you guys know. And
I
it was
gotta go
fun.
too.
Have a good night. Let's
All
go,
right, dude.
Rafa.
Peace. I gotta take out boogers out of my daughter's nose. Peace,
Handle
y'all.
that